for nothing. We were worthless. So Paul telling you he's dealing with faith, man. He's dealing with faith. Go to Romans 7 and 14.
Romans 7 and 14. For we know that the law is spiritual.
See?
But I am carnal.
Go ahead.
So under sin. For that which I do, I allow not. For what I would, that do I not. But what I hate, that do I.
Because Paul, in his flesh, he warned with himself in his flesh. He want to do what's right, but he can't because this body is carnal, man. The law is spiritual. You see? Keep going.
Romans 7 and 17. No, 16. If then I do that which I would not, I consent unto the law that it is good.
The law is good. You see?
17. Now then, it is no more that I do it, but sin that dwelleth in me. For I know that in me, that is in my flesh, dwelleth no good things.
You see, because it's flesh, man. This flesh is rotten, man. But you got to have that faith, and the Most High had that grace on you, divine influence of the mind, and had that mercy on you for you to believe and do these scriptures to the best of your ability. You see? All right, keep going.
For to will is present with me, but how to perform that which is good, I find not.
What's good? The word, the whole complete of it, everything, the completion of it. Okay.
For the good that I would, I do not, but the evil which I would not, that I do. Now if I do that I would not, it is no more that do it, but sin that dwelleth in me. I find then a law that when I would do good, evil is presented with me. For I delight the law of the Most High after the inward man. But I see another law in my member,
in this body,
warring against the law of my mind, and bringing me into captivity to the law of sin.
You see, because he's fighting in his flesh. He's fighting in his flesh, man. That's why if you continue to read, he's finna tell you.
O which man that I am, who shall deliver me from the body of this death?
So that's why he needed the Lord himself. He needed the Most High to send his son back and save the nation of Israel, because the nation of Israel, Paul is giving you example, and the ones who come into the fold and get an understanding, that's what they going through. 2/3 of our people, they just dead. They ain't warned at all. They just way past wicked. You see? They just way past wicked. They ain't even trying to get this truth. There's more on it. Yeah, finish that off.
Okay, Romans 7 and 25. I thank the Most High through Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. So then with the mind I myself serve the law of the Most High, but with the flesh of the law of sin.
See? So Paul's explaining to you, man. You keep them laws the best of your ability, man. You need the Most High and his son. If you push them out the way, then you dead, man. You out of there, man. You ain't gonna get delivered. And it's a lot of these people that don't even don't have works nor faith. This is a lot of these people gonna be put to death because they in them churches. Like when you come up, that's what we was going into. They'll go to them churches and think they gonna be saved and got understanding, like they worshiping the Most High and think the Most High dwelleth in temples made with hands.
Paul had to deal with some hard-headed people. He dealt with the uncircumcised.
And he dealt with them Pharisees. But give me
Philippians 3 and 4. Though I might also have confidence in the flesh,
11, 18.
if any other man thinketh that he have whereof he might trust in the flesh, I more. Circumcised the 8th day of the stock of Israel.
Hold on, what I say? I jump. What I say? 18. Read that again.
This is Philippians 3 and 4. Though I might also have confidence in the flesh.
All right, jump. Read what you got in Corinthians.
Corinthians 11 and 18. Seeing that many glory after the flesh, I will glory also.
Because them Philippians, they was glorying after the flesh and not by faith. You see, they were being carnal. And then you had them arguing about who could keep the law the best. Jump to 21.
2 Corinthians 11 and 21. I spake as concerning reproach, as though we had been weak. Howbeit, whereinsoever as is bold, I speak foolishly. I am bold also.
See, because you had them Philippians thinking they can keep the law, and they was boasting about it. And Paul was saying, look, okay, I'm finna go carnal on it, and he finna explain it to you. All right.
Though I might also have confidence in the flesh.
And we were just reading in Romans how he was warned with the flesh. Okay.
Though I might also have confidence in the flesh, if any other man thinketh that he have whereof he might trust in the flesh, I more. Circumcised the 8th day of the stock of Israel, of the tribe of Benjamin.
Because Benjamin is the so-called Jamaicans. Okay.
So he'd have been an Hebrew of the Hebrew.
Meaning his lineage go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You can even take it back to Shem. Or what is it, Eber?
Eber.
Yeah, Eber. You can even take it back to him. All right, go ahead.
It says, a Hebrew of the Hebrews, as touching the law, a Pharisee, concerning zeal, persecuting the church, touching the righteousness which is in the law, blameless.
So Paul comparing himself, he said, okay, I'm gonna explain to y'all what I'm talking about. And then he said, look, since y'all arguing about who can keep the law, according to, if I'm gonna go carnal and tell y'all I'm blameless.
Yeah, like the Pharisees.
I'm blameless. I'm perfect in it. When I'm compared to y'all, to what y'all talking about.
I'm a Hebrew of the Hebrew.
You see? So that's why he was going into that. Because keep going up.
It says, concerning zeal, persecuting the church, touching the righteousness which is in the law, blameless.
Blameless. Keep
but
going.
What things were gained to me, those I counted lost for Christ.
Because guess what? He knew the law and he was keeping it, and he telling them, look, about boasting in the flesh, about being carnal. He left that and continue in the faith so he can gain who they ignorantly call Jesus, which is Yahweh Shah. Keep going.
It says, yeah, doubtless, and I count all things but loss for the ecstasy of knowledge of Christ Jesus my Lord, for whom I have suffered the loss of all things, and do count them but dung,
and shit,
that I may win Christ.
That he may win him. And then how he do that? He's teaching them through faith. He keeps the law the best of his ability, and he giving them the right way so they can be delivered and be saved. And that's how he will win over Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay? And that's the same thing we doing in the spirit on the highway and the byway, teaching our people who they are and giving them the understanding on how to worship the Most High and the Son the right way so they can be delivered from the destruction that's coming to America. Okay? You follow me?
They couldn't even catch Paul breaking the law. They couldn't catch him breaking it because he was, like you said, blameless.
When Paul was,
and he was persecuted until Yahweh Shah blinded him, and he had to wake him up to what he was doing because he was going against the pricks, meaning a driven spirit that got the instructions of the Most High and the Son.
Yeah, because he used to mess up our people. Yeah. He used to mess them up, persecute them for being Jews, Like he said, Most High
Cause
blinded him.
inhabit.
Once he blinded him, he woke him up to this truth. Because he knew I could get this dude to do, you know, the Most
On
High.
my side.
Yeah, get him
He
on my
was a chosen
side.
vessel,
'Cause
man.
everybody was scared of him. Even the disciples were scared of Paul.
So he had mercy.
Must have been a rough camp. You know what I'm saying? Let me keep going here.
Yeah, you keep
It
going.
says, and be found in him, not having my own righteousness, which is of the law, but that which is through the faith of Christ.
What? So that's what you got to do, man. You got to believe in the Most High and His Son and do this word and read it and get an understanding of it and do them laws the best of your ability. Because like the scriptures say, blessed is the man who readeth. And that word readeth means to understand, to comprehend. But when you comprehend something, you grasp it and then you know the right from wrong. Okay? Read that out.
It says, and he be found in him, not having my own righteousness, which is of the law, but that which is through the faith of Christ, the righteousness which is of the Most High by faith.
He do. Paul telling you.
Yeah.
And he was taught by the Lord. Go there to Galatians 1 and what is it, 13? 1 and 13, huh?
It says, Galatians 1 and 13, no, 1 and 12. For I neither received it of man, neither was I taught it, but by the revelations of Jesus Christ.
Keep going.
For ye have heard of my conversation in time past in the Jews' religion, how
Worship, meaning worship, okay?
how that beyond measure I persecuted the church of the Most High.
And then in the Latin, in this society, what they call worship, they worship in Caesar Borgia and the sun god, Ra. That's where you get Sunday morning worship. In the Latin, religion is a religio, which means to hold back and restrain. That's why them people don't got the truth, because they've been held back and restrained from the truth. But when we worship the Most High, we fear Him and we are binded to Him. And